do a little zoom in here. Hopefully it's going all right. You know, sometimes I be doing this joint crazy, babe. I don't know what I be doing, especially when it come to YouTube. I don't know if it connected right, didn't connect right. I don't know if it's for kids, ain't for kids. Is your mama on here? You ain't on here. Your aunts and brothers on here. I don't know if you can comment, can't comment. I don't know what's going on around this show. I don't even know what time it is for real. I don't know what time it is, where they at. If this our time that we post and got our most subscribers on at the time and all the analytics and stuff like that. I don't know what's going on with none of it. Go Phoenix, what's good? Rise from the ashes and be blessed. Listen up. What's good, bro?
Peace.
I seen another name up there too, but I ain't got my glasses on, so I couldn't really read it. Can you see it, babe? I can't see that. I got my truck now. When y'all come, how do I do that? Panda Life? That what that says? I got my truck now. When y'all coming back through Montana? Montana? No, I don't know. We haven't been to Montana in a long time. Definitely since we've been running this specialized government freight. We ain't been up that high. 443 North Carolina. Brandy, how you doing? Hope you're feeling better.
Peace.
Hope you're getting more. I guess I don't even know if adapted to is the right word. Fast Black. Me and my wife had learned a lot from y'all. Appreciate your big brother. Appreciate it, dog.
Oh, thank you.
Alaska that trucker. Alaska, call me, man. I texted you the other day too, bro.
Hey, Alaska.
I texted you the other day, man. We good, bro. I texted you the other day, Alaska, but I need to talk to you, man. Need to get some things in order, man. Smitty, what's happening? You already know what it is, my boy, my guy.
Hey, little bro.
I know you, Steve Wells. When you said when I'm coming back to Montana, I only know one person in Montana, bro, and that's you. So yeah, I know it's you, my bro. What's happening? Yes, sir. Yeah, we out here, man. Went through a long loading process this morning. Still going. Hey, Smitty, we ain't got loaded yet, man. We come back to Alaska. Yes, only to see you. But I did get, man, I don't want to call no names and make it all known like that, but I did get an offer recently to run up in Alaska. And I can't even front and say I done turned it down completely. I just don't know if I'm ready to do that, but it would be amazing to do so. And the bread is crazy. I can't front. I'm making crazy bread right now, but that bread was pretty crazy too. So, Tenny Lamb Trucker, what's up? Where y'all at? How y'all doing? Well, not where y'all at, but how y'all doing?
Family.
Hey, Tenny Lamb. I don't know about y'all on y'all side. I hope so. I hope it's filtering towards everybody, and everybody, you know, is evenly taking in the benefits. But around here, whoo, man, I need to get some more of your hats. Appreciate that, Smitty, man. I got a few left on deck for you, my boy. Alaska, I definitely need to get with you, brother. Panda Life, there's 9 of us in here, and I'm the only one who hit that like button. Come on, y'all. See what I'm saying? Hit that like thing, man. I don't know exactly what it do, but I guess it's supposed to do something. But yeah, we out here, man. We're in Nevada. Got a load heading back east. We actually been here for a couple of days. We actually delivered at this exact location on Sunday. So we kind of did the hotel thing Sunday afternoon, rested all day yesterday, and got back at it today. So we back at it, man. Back getting into this groove. You know, we've been out here all year. I don't know if y'all paid a lot of attention. So maybe I'll name this something along those lines. Um, it's going to be 5 months when you look at from the month of January to the month of May. But we didn't come out until January the 17th. So we're going back home May 17th. So that'll be cupcaking. Word? Right. Yeah, that'll be even 4 months, but it'll be within a 5-month span. But we've been out here all year. You know what I mean? We've been out here the whole first quarter of the year, running, and I mean, doing what we do. It was more of an experiment, or at least test to see how we could really push it. Screw the East, this Philadelphia traffic and disrespectful facts. I already know it is. I know it is, Go Phoenix. 1011 Trucker said, glad to hear that you guys are doing well. We are doing well too. I bet you are. I most bet you are. Certainly, I most bet you are. But yeah, we how you feel? I think we might make an actual video of it because I do want to get this conversation. What would it take for y'all to stay out 4 months, 5 months? Is that because we always done 2 months? That was normally our thing. 2 months on the road, home for a week, maybe 2 weeks, and back at it. You know, I never thought about staying out this type of time. It's rough. It definitely has its time. Beauty and the Beast.
Peace, family.
Coming at you live and full of fat. Yeah, we never thought about staying out this long before. I spoke to an older gentleman over here last year, and he asked me, how long you and your wife stay out? I said, about 2 months. He was like, me and my wife stay out 4 to 5 months. And when he said it, I'm like, what? 4 to 5 months? Like, great, go. And he's like, yeah, when you think of, you know, and you're getting some of those good freight lanes and the loads is coming at you pretty consistent, and you able to make, you know, some good money, and it's consistent money, and it steadily grows, and you get it week after week after week after week. To stop that money train, to go home, just to come back out and try to get back in that groove again. He was like, nah, if you stay out 4 to 5 months, you can possibly generate X amount of dollars. And I was like, wow, like I never thought about that really like that. So, you know, once we came back out in January, I said, we're gonna try it. We're gonna do a good 4 to 5 month joint. So we didn't come out until January the 17th, but from January the 17th to right now, year to date, it's crazy. It's literally more than I've ever thought about that could be made in a small window of time. So this is definitely a way to run for us over here when stuff gets bubbling. So we're gonna go home for about a month and a half. We're gonna go home. What we said, baby? May 17th, we're supposed to be home, and we'll probably come back out first, second week of July. So we're gonna take some good time off, because you know, work hard, play hard. So we're gonna take some good time off, man. Get back out here and possibly do similar, head into the winter. Maybe not a straight through run, because you know we still got the holidays that kind of come up, you know, a few months after the summer's technically over with. You know, we got a lot of birthdays and a lot of, you know, family related things and activities that happen around that time. So we may chop it up a little bit.
I can't see nothing because my phone, I can't answer anybody right now because my phone is not picking up that we even live.
You on YouTube?
It's YouTube. I thought it was Instagram.
No, I never told you, I guess. I never said nothing.
Look, I thought it was Instagram.
We normally do Instagram, so that's I get it. And I thought you might have seen Instagram on the screen, because for a second I did think about going Instagram, but I was like, nah, let's go ahead, go on the tube real quick. So yeah, you.
Dang. I was like, why I don't see nothing.
Yeah. Helps control time. Facts. for us to stay out 5 months, I will have to have a goal plan. Facts. I mean, it's all in the plan,
We
Beast.
had a financial goal,
You know, definitely had a financial
and
goal that we
we
was trying to
are
reach
about to reach that in a
based
week
on what the
next
old
week.
head told me.
And
And
we about to reach that next week. We'll
man,
be celebrating.
yeah, when y'all see us popping bottles and just having some form of celebratory something, nothing too crazy, you'll just know that we've reached a goal, a straight profit goal. I ain't talking about gross or none of that. I'm talking about money, liquid, a liquid gold. It's crazy right now, man. So definitely is. Let me see. Please, we stay out 3 months to buy a house. Facts, man. I'm with you. I'm with you all day. And see, Beauty and the Beast got a great thing set up right now. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna put your business out there, but they got a great system right now that pretty much can have them home every week. You know, so they get to enjoy, you know, the fruits of their labor. You know, get some home time. I know they're back going to church pretty consistently now, so they can kind of plan and schedule what they consider to be a good way of life for them, and that's a beautiful thing, man. That's the beauty. One of the beautiful things about teaming is being able to combine, you know, your life with your trucking life and be able to, you know, blend the two, and they don't really clash like that, and they allow you to have a good way of life. You know, we're looking forward to getting to that point, you know, but that it's all about what your plan is, you know what I mean? And that is not a part of our plan just yet, you know what I mean? So for us to stay out the 4 to 5 months consistently that we plan on doing, for us, it's according to our plan, you know what I mean? So that's still a beautiful thing about the team thing in general is even though we stay out that late, we're doing it together. You know, we don't have babies and you know, children or loved ones or family members that's in need of our attention daily like that. So, you know, we can stay out. We all miss each other. We all converse with one another via, you know, FaceTimes and, you know, just general text messages and phone conversations. So we try to bridge that gap a little bit as much as possible.
Oh man, them jokers call us every day.
Oh, they call. I'm talking about just us reaching out to them.
They call us every day. Just about. The oldest.
Beauty, what's up? Beauty saying hello, team. What's up? I see that she got that red bottom on there, that red bottom emoji.
Our oldest two don't call as much, but you know the rest of them, yeah, they
so you know, that's kind of where we are with it right now, man. You know, this first quarter of the year and going into the second quarter, you know, we're definitely on pace to reach some pretty grand and great financial goals. You know, I was talking to Beast on the phone the other day. Now our issue pretty much is trying to figure out what to do with the liquid capital. You know what I mean? Where do I want to invest in? What ideas? Because, you know, our whole trucking career thus far was always just trying to grind and make the money. You know what I mean? And we've been blessed to have a great trucking situation that we're in right now, a great opportunity to generate, you know, honestly, a lot of money, man. You know what I mean? I can't even, you know, we never talk numbers, but I can't even front. We are in the point now where we're able to generate a steady and consistent amount of money, man. That's still a little mind blowing to us. But now we're trying to figure out
a lot of mind blowing to us. Not
yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Like have we ever look,
there's some dope boy stuff
this.
here. I think we doing like
we were just talking about
a third, fourth round NFL player.
How many people we knew in our life that, or even in our own lifetime, since we've been together, could have a good, say, 10K sitting in the bank.
Facts.
Right?
Facts.
I don't know a lot of people in my life or in my circle that's able to generate even that type of savings unless through a 401 or, you know, investments of that nature.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about liquid money that you can get into in a matter of months. This is
matter of weeks.
mind-blowing.
It is.
Because the type of commitment, the type of tenacity, first of all, for us to think of this, and then the type of commitment and sacrifice to say that this is what we wanted to do, to change the trajectory of our future.
Yes.
Because although we have older children, we have children, and we're making sure that, grandkids, we're making sure that, things are in place. We got to make sure we in place first, because retirement and certain things, we didn't have none of that coming into trucking.
Appreciate it, Alaska. Facts.
So, it's just crazy, because I just say we made in a week what my salary was at one point in a year. So think on that. Think on that. So yeah. I'm just, I'm grateful. It comes with a lot of you got to have a lot of mental fortitude, and you got to be willing to sacrifice. I didn't want to do this. Not initially.
Futures in crypto.
Yeah, I didn't want to do this initially, because it's a sacrifice to be out here 2 or 3 months. But
yeah,
I followed my husband lead, and he has not steered me wrong in these years we've been together. So, and this was the right move.
Alaska said, "Y'all be doing be good," showing us what a good team can do. Larry Willis says the future is in crypto and gold. The dollar is dead.
Gold too. Yeah.
I'm going to generate millions for my family. Facts.
That's it. Facts.
And I on the gold tip, I mean, I ain't just talking about just in jewelry, but I've been looking into some gold stuff, period, and jewelry. I mean, gold is gold. The value of it is what it is, so it consistently rises and goes up. Did you just do that?
Yeah.
How you do that? Oh, well, I guess not, man. But I was about to say too, when we first came into trucking, a lot of the information we were getting were from solo drivers. Most people that I was connected with was all solo drivers. So they gave me jewels and things and ways in which to run, but it was all based on a solo driver's mentality. So I didn't really look at it from a team perspective, or I didn't have a lot of teams to look at and determine how to conduct our team mission versus a solo driver's mission. You know what I'm saying? So, but I come to find that throughout the course of us running the team thing, the downsides of trucking kind of don't hit us the same way. Meaning, as a solo driver, you in the truck, you running weeks at a time or months at a time, and you probably got a lot of other things going on at home or family at home. So you got a lot of things outside of this truck that pull on you constantly and consistently, to where you got to balance that, and you try to, appease everybody at home and appease your pockets and your personal self at the same time, which brings forth, different emotions. People have talked about being depressed on the road and just having mental and emotional issues on the road, just because you're out here by yourself and you're trying to do this by yourself and you're trying to maintain yourself in your own personal mental space out on the road, but you also got home issues and the lady or the children at home that's pulling on you. So you're split constantly, and your day-to-day, even though you enjoy certain things about the road, then another thought hits you, and now, man, I'm not being the man I should be, or I'm not being the father I should be. And you know what I mean? There's people who need me. So now I'm trying to make it all make sense while you're out here on the road. So doing it as a team with my wife and not having to worry about a lot of that, you know what I mean? My main support system is right here with me. There's no long distance aspect of it. We're right here with one another. So it's a completely different thing. It's a completely different drive. It's a completely different mentality. So I can go full speed ahead. You know what I mean? I can look at her, or we have certain conversations to where we know, okay, might be a little time for a break. Because even though we've been out here multiple months, you know, we have 2 or 3 days downtime, hotel things, and you know, we take days where or weeks where we might not run as hard this week as we did last week, and being blessed in a situation where the finance is not completely based on how hard we run. You know what I mean? We can get loads that pay a crazy amount of money that we only running 2 loads within a week, but we still made a great amount of money with, you know what I mean?
Well, and it ain't. I mean, no, we post things about miles, but it's not necessarily about miles. We've had loads that we've only run like 400 miles and made what we made running prior before 2,000 miles. So
right.
It's not really about that, like you were saying.
So it's just, you know.
But yeah, I mean, you get burnt out. But one of the things that we talk about a lot is we had burnouts and we was tired and we worked like this and we wasn't getting the money.
Yes.
So now we're in a position where what we call is a sweet spot.
Yeah.
So we want to stay there.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we worked hard prior before and we didn't even see the fruits of our labor. Now we're seeing the fruits of our labor. Why not? Why cut back? You know what I'm saying? Right. I mean, we recognize and understand that we're not going to be the age we are now forever. You know, at some point, I think we were saying like between 50 and 55, we wanted to retire from trucking. Not completely retire, but from trucking.
Right.
So, you know, we're going to maximize this time that we're out here. Look at me sounding like you, because I was not having it. I was not having it. But where I come from, and I'm just speaking for myself, where I come from is impoverished. You know, people living from paycheck to paycheck. People waiting to get their tax income checks. Food stamps, government assistance, striving a whole life just to buy a home, like just to buy a home.
Yeah.
You know, and not and that's great. I think it's great. I think you should have property and own property and things like that. But I'm just saying, like, the mindset of where I come from, and some people just don't get those opportunities. I have family members that don't own a home now, that don't have money, liquid money in the bank, that live from paycheck to paycheck. They one check from not being able to be okay.
Right.
And I don't want that life. You know, I had that life. I had that life. And now that we've, you know, been blessed to come over here and be able to do this, you know, it's no real reason for us not to let up. The only thing that we are mindful of more than anything now is our health, and recognizing that we're the muscle.
Right.
You know, and taking care of ourselves while we're out here.
Michael, what's happening is real. Yes.
But I would say, if you want to do this is from a wife's perspective.
Okay, talk to the women now. Talk to them. Because we get a lot of messages all the time from ladies just real curious about what to do, how to do it. So, okay.
I mean, you need
to with them.
I think we're both looking out for each other, but we also understand and recognize each other's ways, and when we're, like, you know, when we've had enough, when we need a break,
right,
being mindful of that, and just always moving as a team. You know, it's easy to get out here and just get excited, because it's like, from on our end of it where we're at, it's like, let's just keep going, because it's like it's
popping.
Like, it's popping, you know.
Y'all know when the block hot, you don't take your sack and run in the house. You get back at it, boy. It ain't time to leave.
Right. And then, you know, sometimes I gotta be the voice of reason, and then sometimes he's the voice of reason.
It's more so hurting me because I'm full speed ahead all the time.
Right.
But that's me being, from my perspective, as being the man and lead in this particular operation. You know, it's up to me to keep it popping, man. I mean, it's up to me to keep it going. It's times where she feels like, you know, we don't really need to do that right now. This situation is all right. And me, because it's go time, man. It's go time until we go home. Now, but I do know and recognize and respect the fact that you being my wife, you see me from angles that I don't see myself. And that's the best part about having a teammate in the truck with you. It's because you're paying attention to stuff that I don't when it comes to that. You know what I mean? You know a certain look on the face when you burnt out and things of that nature. So you know, I definitely have to be aware and respect the fact when you do make certain calls. But there are certain times where I gotta make an OG call. And I gotta say, no, we got another load in us that John paying XYZ. We going to get that. We got the hours to run it. We just gonna push through. And even though she may not want to, you know, and she may have to dig down within self to pull through, but it'll pay off. And for the most part, it has been. So we work great like that, I think. You know what I mean? We definitely work great like that. But, you know, these two be snoring, boy.
Yeah, they do.
You know who runs Alaska?
Oh, that's SoCal.
Yeah, hey, SoCal. I've been offered a run going from the West Coast over to Alaska, bro. Man, that thing is a steady great pay. I mean, if anybody, I guess I can't even front. I think you got to be a team, got to be vaccinated, got to have your passports. But if y'all are interested in an Alaskan run, DM me on Instagram or some kind of way, get at us, and we'll put the jewel on you and see if that's something that you're interested in doing. We thought about doing it ourselves.
Yeah, it's definitely
like literally taking off a good couple months from doing this and do that for a few months while the weather's good, just to go ham with it. But we'll see. But yeah, overall, the beauty of the other team is that two-headed monster, man, is being able to consistently attack, you know what I mean? And having a woman with me, my woman for that matter, that takes care of the things, like I said, that I don't see, that got my best interests at heart consistently and constantly, you know. I can't ignore when she speaks loud enough that I know she means business and meaning what she say. So that's kind of how that whole thing goes.
Well, I mean,
when it comes to women,
yeah, definitely.
Break that down. Like what are some of the things that women need to be?
We know, we can see, we know what's going on. But then too, in a relationship, there's always somebody that's going to be a little bit more advanced than what certain things in your relationship. For me, I just know that it's important how our business is structured. It's important how we invest our money, and you know, we getting into a whole different tax bracket. You feel me? And when your accountant your CPA starts saying to you, you got to spend more. That ain't a bad thing, you know.
Right.
But it's just how you do it, you know.
And we still haven't been spending, but we about to spend a little something. We about to spend a little something. I mean, we're about to make a few different adjustments, a few changes, a few upgrades, a few, you know. We're going to enjoy the work. And that's one thing from my perspective also, is not being ignorant, not being stupid about it. But man, we ain't out here giving it up the way we give it up, grinding the way we grind, to just not have any benefits, you know what I mean? To just not feel any luxuries, to just not, you know, take in all the good things and exclusive things that are available for people who not only just earn, but who really get out here and grind. Like there's a lot of people out here that want the greatest, the shiniest, the brightest, and y'all know they ain't putting in the work for real. I ain't just talking about truckers. I'm just talking about people that we all know that's trying to keep up with the Joneses every day, all day, that's always copping and getting the latest, this, that, and the third, that always at every event, every party, they are all everywhere. But you know their grind and their hustle to be successful and just overall productive on a day-to-day basis ain't there. But yet and still, they break their neck to be a part of everything. But when you look at their life for real, they limited as hell. They need all the time.
But everybody,
you know what I mean?
That's why
you got on the freshest sneakers, but your drawers is dirty. They out here, y'all know.
Probably are.
Man, y'all know they out here. There's dudes in the clubs and in certain places right now that's pulling up in nice whips, fresh shoes, and their socks is dirty.
Yeah, but you know.
They ain't showered this morning. but they out shining today. You know what I mean?
Everybody
That's
got a
just
different drive.
facts. I know they
And
do.
everybody, there's a motive and intention behind different motives and intentions behind why people do the things they do.
Aubrey Durham, what's happening? I'm just
You
saying,
know,
that they are. Well, I'm saying that to
that's just
say
like that's
when
why
I do quote unquote what people would consider flex, or when I do cop up for real and really start making purchases and doing things, I'm not doing it from a point where I'm gonna feel guilty about it.
yes.
Because I know people that are around me that possibly don't have and can't get what I'm putting myself in position to obtain. But I can't guilt myself because of it, because I know the type of work I put in. This trucking thing ain't Monday through Friday. For y'all that's out here running for real, y'all know we out here 7 days a week sometimes. Sometimes 14 days straight where we on the grind, 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning, all night long, hurting in the driver's seat, praying for the sun to come up just to give me some life.
Her if she says something.
Yeah, that speaker loud enough. Yeah, I can hear that wind blowing outside. Yeah, we'll be good.
And see, that's what makes teaming, I think, so beautiful, because you're different. A lot of times in team situations, the two people come together and they're very different. Like for me,
but I'm gonna get me one of those too.
Like for me, I was guilty before coming into trucking and making money, because I never wanted to be the woman with the bags, with the shoes, with the clothes, with the designer, this, that, and the other, but I really couldn't afford it.
Right.
So I sacrificed, and I was like, my prayer was always, God, let me be the person that when it's my time to have it, I can have it. No one can take it from me. I'm not out here flexing and I really can't afford it. That was just my mentality. And now I actually have that. It took 40-some years for me to get here. And so I have no guilt. I've worked really hard. I have worked really hard out here in trucking, because this is so much off the kilter from what I would have been doing.
What's with that? And it ain't the fact that we work hard. Let me make sure I don't misconstrue the two. You know what I mean? I'm not out here bricklaying. I'm not roofing. I'm not laying pipe.
Trucking is still hard work. It's still
what I'm saying is I'm not discounting. What I'm saying is when I speak of working hard, it's not grueling, and I'm not calloused hands and busted knuckles and profusely sweating. I mean, people do that, who flatbed and all that. But what I'm saying to say is, to me, this is more of sacrifice. And sacrifice should be rewarded. We're not only sacrificing
this lifestyle sacrifice,
the lifestyle, but we sacrifice the fact of not being in and around everything. Like, we out here, it's just us. We out here solo dolo every day, away from everything. So when everybody got that TGIF vibe and want to go out just because it's the end of the week, we don't work 5 whole days. Like, it's party time, or I've been working all week. Like, I'm gonna do what I want to do when I get off. We don't have that. You know what I mean?
We don't even.
So to me, it ain't about
weekend anymore. What's
right,
the weekend?
Right. That's what I'm saying. So it's not even about the fact that we quote unquote work hard. It's the consistent discipline and the consistent fact that, we're out of the loop. You know what I mean? It's the dedication. And I think certain dedication, certain discipline, certain sacrifice deserve reward. So it's not it earns reward. Where most try to reward themselves. People in the club every weekend, I don't know what they're celebrating, but they're there. I know that because I used to do it. You know what I mean? So it's not like I don't have an understanding of what that is. You know what I mean? People feel like I get all work today, I deserve to be able to go do this because I work my 8 hours a day, and rightfully so. You know what I mean? I'm just looking at the fact of being on this road, sacrificing what we sacrifice. Dedication deserves celebration, man. And that's what purchasing things, whether it's mediocre, not mediocre, whether it's jewelry or whatever, or whether you buy a property or whatever means you do to bring your life to another level, a higher caliber. When I look at individuals that don't sacrifice, that don't do what we do or go as hard as what we do, I don't feel no kind of way when I come out with it, and when I do it to the highest level. I don't care how you looking at me, wanting what I want, whether you feel like I deserve this, that, and the third or not. You know what I mean? Because I know what I do out here.
1011 trucker said flexing in my leggings, Crocs, and white socks.
Facts.
And then
I wear Walmart clothes while I'm in this truck.
Go
all day, every day.
That's all we wear. Go
all day, every day, and I don't feel no kind of way about it. But when I come home and I put that on, I don't want to hear that either.
Yeah, and Gold Phoenix says the lifestyle
702,
most
what's
don't
up?
Understand. And SoCal said it's now how to make money, but it's not how to make money, it's how to keep it.
Facts. And that's what I'm saying. But
said
all that's a sacrifice, because to be able to generate the type of money that we're generating and not lose our freaking mind.
Yeah, Larry Wheeler said construction made him go back to trucking.
I bet it did. I ain't trying to toe no hammer and sling no. I ain't trying to do all that. Like I know when I speak about having a great woman, I know I have one. You know what I mean? My wife has been tested from every facet of being tested from me. You know what I mean? I know I've put my wife through a lot, but I've been able to see exactly who and what type of woman she is. My wife has immediate access to a lot of bread. She don't spend her days shopping online all day long. She don't be sitting and figuring out what's the new this, that, and the third she could get, or how she could keep up with what her girlfriends is buying, or whatever the latest, whatever it is that women out here doing, the latest bags, whatever the case may be. That's not what she does. You know what I mean? And I ain't knocking women. I ain't knocking women who do it, and I ain't saying you don't want it, but you gonna get things as you see fit. I'm just saying, I knew a lot of women in my days that if they had the type of access to the immediate money that my wife has, they lose their mind almost. She and I both can be really content in this truck, eating a basic general meal or not being online, like I say, all day shopping.
We had tuna fish and crackers this morning. Straight up.
Him and them noodles.
We had
him and them noodles.
We had saltine crackers.
I bought noodles this morning.
Tuna and things like that.
Show me them lobster joints though. We got some lobster noodles too. Where the lobster noodles at? They behind it right there. You know what I mean? When I feel like getting a little bougie, I did buy some lobster noodles. So when I do want to eat with my pinky out, we'll eat the lobster joints.
I mean, I know.
But we are being so.
We balance each other out, actually, because
thank you, man.
I know he's talking about like the design and things like that, but he on it. He gonna make sure that what's in, I'll have it.
Oh no, we gonna have it. But that's what I'm saying though. But I'm not just buying anything. I'm not getting duped. What I go get and what I feel like is worth us investing in, because it's all investments to me. Jewelry, certain things, I know that it all has a value that's gonna grow. So right now I can invest in gold, but I can wear it at the same time. And if need be, just like every hustler know, when it's time to liquidate, to get back on your feet, you do that. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna sit here and accumulate a whole lot of stuff that has no value on the resale side of it. I definitely know and have been in hustle mode long enough to know that in the event the times ever do get rough, liquidation sale, baby. And everything must go, and I'm gonna get right back on my feet again. That's just how the game go.
Your experiences in life, though, will shape you. You know, I just learned at a very young age, having kids so young and things, that, you know, I didn't have time to keep up with the Joneses. So I just didn't have that mindset. So I've never had that. You know, I'm going to do me and you do you. And then I'm not jealous either, because I know in my timing, when it's my time,
right,
I can do that. I can have it. So I never was really, and I'm still not, you know, I'm not a jealous person. It's just, I seen the foolery, y'all. I seen the foolery. I seen people sacrifice, spend all their money to go get a down payment to put on an expensive vehicle, and then turn around and they done janked it. Or you mess around and you walking around and you fly to death. You know, you fresh. You know what I'm saying? And you calling asking for money. Or you got to go back home and stay with your parents. I've been there, so I'm not knocking anybody that's had to do that. But I didn't go back home with Gucci bags and Louis Vuitton and all of that kind of stuff. I went home and I was with my Target bags or whatever else
like
I
if you
had.
think, no lie, if y'all think, we'll get the phone call. Hey, bro,
Hey, Solo,
see if you can you hold me down, bro?
Hey, boo.
I need like a stack, dog. I need like 1,000. You know what I mean? I got this going on, that going on. You know what I mean? I just got to get back straight. Let me hold like 1,000 or something, bro. You know, we can work out how we'll get back. You know what I mean? I can give you 250 on my next check, and I give you, you know what I mean? And we'll go through that whole thing. And you know what I mean? You love people. You love your people you've been through the gutter with. You know what I mean? That you done walked some strange and odd paths and miles with. You know what I mean? You know how I go.
People that have substance abuse problems.
But,
they got drug problems.
You know how I go.
They got all kinds of stuff going on in their life.
But it's like,
this
dog.
Is what we deal with. They'll spend their money on that.
Right, but it's like,
got a hold of their life.
It's like, bro, like, I just seen you cop the iPhone 13 last month. I've been watching you on the gram every day, every weekend. You've been chilling like I don't know what. Like, it's times that I'm sitting back like, damn. Like these people we know out here enjoying life to the fullest, and we spending our weekend in the truck with the dogs. Like, but like, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes this stuff don't be seeming like it balance out.
We watched
That's why I got
Snowfall yesterday in the hotel on our iPad while we was eating. What was Mexican food?
Yes.
Taco Bell, actually.
We had Taco Bell.
Food the first day, and then we had Taco
Bell. Taco Bell, because the weather was so crazy. We had to walk. Only thing was within the walking distance was with Taco Bell. But yeah, man, you know what I mean? We get those type of calls, but it's like, dang, man, I just seen you doing this, that, and the third. Like, you had the bottle of the Casamigos. What is it? I seen, you know what I mean? Because people show what they do every day. So I see you putting on for the world to see, but real quietly, real quaintly, real mellow voice. Yo, bro, you know what I mean? This happened, and you know what I mean? And we just hold, you know what I mean? I just need, man, I don't need but like 2,500, you know what I mean? So,
Sophia said we make a good money team, and 1011 said, thank you, SoCal. 1011 said being equally yoked is a beautiful thing. You know what? That's the first time I ever was called equally yoked. That's a whole other
because people swear we ain't equally yoked.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways, I guess we not, but in the ways that really count, we on task. But yeah, we get all that. I mean, everybody know one person kind of get some things going, and people can see what you're doing. That's why we don't really talk money. We don't really do it like that, because it ain't about trying to dangle nothing in front of nobody's face. But people know we out here achieving and striving. So we get those type of phone calls. We get those type of requests. I mean, and sometimes I say yeah. Because like I said, you know, you go through certain trenches, you walk certain paths with people that, you know what I mean, now that you're in a position to help, you kind of will. But like I said, people show their life so much and give all the details of everything they do from day to day, that when it comes to you asking for stuff, you know, I can't unsee the fact that I just seen 2 weeks ago you did this, or went here, or you went there, or this chick, that chick. Like, we see all this stuff. So, you know, but that's kind of how it goes.
Well, you know,
that's why I say when you see me spending and when you see me doing, that's not a green light for you to ask me for something. That's like the worst time to ask me for something. Because when I get in that mode, when I am doing for me and it is about Mo, you don't stand a chance.
Well, that's just like I can't remember the couple. I would mention them, but we was listening to this couple that talks about finances one time, and they made me think a lot different about my money, our money.
Yes.
And they were saying that people get upset when they come to you and ask to borrow money and you question them about why they need it, or you start talking to them about, you know, them asking you for money.
Come on, dog.
The reality is,
you gotta drill me, bro.
When you come and ask me for my money, I have worked hard for my money. I have a right to decide what's going to happen with it, or if I want to invest in you, or if I just want to take a loss. Because a lot of times we take a loss. It might just be a loss.
More times than not.
You know, not a loss like that, because, you know, it's better to give than to receive. So
but an L is an L.
Right. But
we talk about how you going to get it back. And, bro, I know it ain't coming back.
Yeah, but oftentimes, you know, I know for me, I'm not about the whole flex life just because, and it's difficult because I teeter between both, but I come from people who I know are trying to get to a bag. So my ultimate goal, and I frustrate myself sometimes because all I want to do is figure out how to make trucking more appealing so someone might consider this as an opportunity to get out here and make some paper. I mean, there's other ways to do it too, but that's kind of where my mind is at, because we live in a world now that people want to know how you got it. They don't want to just see you with it.
Right.
Because they see that already.
I want to make sure we speaking of the word flex the right way. Like, I ain't saying, you know, I mean, I'm making a video on you, and I ain't, you know, you say everybody right now.
Say, hey, bro, let me hold it.
Everybody, everywhere you go, everybody like this nowadays,
you know I'm good for it.
everybody doing what they do, and, you know what I mean? I ain't talking about flexing. I'm just saying, anytime in our world, in realm of reality, from the individuals that we know, anytime you make any purchase or cop anything that's upper echelon, they almost can view it as a flex, you know what I mean? So it's a lot of things that we will purchase and get that never make social media.
Well, I believe that
never go online. Just because I don't want, but that's the best part about meeting people like a Gold Phoenix, a Beauty and the Beast,
right.
1011 Trucking, even though we never met y'all yet, but I'm sure that day gonna come. You know, meeting certain people within this trucking industry. Yes, and just building relationships with certain people, a SoCal, things of that nature. Because when I see them get certain things and purchase certain things or live a certain lifestyle, it doesn't make me, I don't feel minute because of it. I don't shrink around them. I don't feel pressure or weight when I see Beauty and the Beast with matching custom motorcycles.
I'm happy.
You know what I'm saying? When I see him in the Porsche, he cop his woman the X7 Beamer truck, it doesn't minimize me. You know what I mean? It motivates me because I see my brother getting on and making stuff pop. When I see SoCal copping trucks, I don't feel like, man, he done bought another truck. Like, I don't get that vibe. So it's like, even though I got my day ones, that was part of the reason why I probably connected with so many individuals in the trucking space that I may not rock with right now. But my whole reason for getting attached to or running and rocking with certain people was because you want people to understand you. You want people to come from a certain mental space that the understanding is there.
They know where you coming from.
They know where you coming from, like you said. They know what it is. And trying to explain trucking and just over the road truck driving to people that could care less, it's like banging your head against a brick wall because they have no clue, no understanding of what this life is like. So when you find people that have that similar thought process, you feel like this life is universally understood. And even though there are people in the trucking space, it's still not. There's plenty of people in this trucking space that will still hate, that's going to still look at what you're doing and question themselves or feel like it's belittling them. You know what I mean? There's certain people in the trucking space that make hasty moves, hasty decisions, that just get out here and try to run so reckless and wide open that they never cross their T's and dot their I's, and 6 months down the road, they look like doo-doo out here. And you still shining and polished because you took your time, you thought about things, you thought before you acted, you measured twice and cut once. Like, a lot of people don't live their life like that. This trucking thing was a second chance for them to get back out here and make some bread, but they never were business-minded individuals from the beginning. So they fail over and over and over again. And they look at it as though everybody else is the issue, when they never look at themselves as being what the problem is.
Right.
They'll look at everything else. So everything that you do that one person will look at and get motivated by, they get frustrated by it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They literally can look at you as though you are doing something you shouldn't be doing, when the whole growth is the whole reason why we doing this.
D Major said that's so real. And then
Facts.
His wife said we cheer for each other, period. So
Facts.
Val said maximize time versus money, find a balance.
Yeah. So, and I'm not, go ahead, I'm sorry.
Callie Hustler said when they hate you, they know you're doing it right.
Right. And I'm not, believe me, I'm not talking about nobody in particular, even though y'all could probably go where you want to go with it. You know, it's certain individuals that, regardless of whom or what, time runs its course. You know what I mean? Individuals can and do outgrow one another.
Right.
You know, you can see people doing the same thing repeatedly to where what once was just a way in which they operated, you see that this becomes a way of life. You know what I mean? Certain people thrive off of social media or YouTube. You know, the presence.
You better preach.
The presence of all of that.
We're going to church
over the realms of reality.
We're going to YouTube churches today.
I'm just saying. And like I said, man, this ain't no knock on nothing or nobody particularly. People gonna do what they do, live how they live. I just know me and my wife been out here 6 years running team, bro.
6 years.
This is our third company. And now we've bought our own truck. You know what I mean? We went through the company days. We leased company. We moved on to another company.
We started
leased a
our
few
S-Corp
right
back a year
2017.
after we started trucking.
Because we took good words and jewels from people in the industry that we felt as though knew what they was talking about.
I call it eating the meat and spitting the bones out.
But it was still people that gave us good info, but it didn't apply and it didn't work for us, so I didn't mess with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We was at Swift for 3 years. I don't know nobody who's been at Swift for 3 years.
When people were saying we were stupid for still being there, when people was telling us by that time we should have been leasing or buying another truck, buying our own truck.
But it won't our time yet. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. We moving on our own clock. We're not following, regardless of how close, regardless of how many people you seen us run with, or me particular, because I ain't even gonna speak on my wife because she rode as I rode. But I don't care how many people you seen me interact with. Nobody's puppet, bro. You know what I mean? I never just did what somebody say do because they said to do it. I only did what I thought was applicable to me and mine. That's it.
Somebody said Mo sounded like Alfred L. And SoCal said bosses don't get days off all the time.
Right.
And C and Trucker D. What's
Alfred
up?
L. You mean Alfred L. Nicholson? Is that somebody from your church?
I don't know. Might be.
I don't know. Tone Capone. Is that Tone Capone? Tone Capone, like?
Yeah. 6 years. C and Trucker D said 6 years is a long time. That's what's up.
Yeah, but at the same time,
said he can't believe it. It's been 6 years.
But in the grand scheme of it, it's a drop in the bucket.
It's a drop in the bucket, yeah.
We meet truckers all the time that been doing this for 20 and 30 years. We meet couples that's 60, 70 years old out here that's been out here for 30 years.
You have to speak life into your circumstances. You got to speak that thing. We spoke 5 years where we would be. 5 years we was there. We was there. And then what was crazy is I kept saying, babe, we probably gonna wind up buying a truck. He was like, nah. And the same time we was teeter-tottering with that. Somebody came along that have been doing this thing as a veteran, and we pushed through on that and purchased the truck. And what was even more ironic, because
Abdullah backward.
Hey Hey sis,
Hey, 40
we had
Shades, what's
already been like listening to people putting money away, getting our credit where it needed to be, setting up our business properly, so that when he did make his mind up and say he wanted to get the truck, everything was already in place.
Yeah.
Because we had already heard the stories of how much money you should possibly have, and kind of which way to do it. Even though our situation was unique to us, we were still prepared when it was time to do it.
But our timing has been so right.
Yeah, it's been right.
You know what I mean? It's been so right. And we know people that went out here and purchased trucks, and the truck failed, and they fell off. Or people used to always, I ain't gonna say wonder, but you hear people talk about they posting breakdowns or truck issues, or you get to see all the things that happen with them. And trucking is not all flowers and stuff like that. And granted, I feel you on all of that, but we haven't had any major issues. We haven't had any major really hang-ups. And I mean, that's a blessing within it. I ain't saying there's nothing that we're doing in particular that's not allowed that or not caused that to happen. But we make moves very strategically, man. We do it from a mature place. We don't rush nothing.
I mean, my thing is, and I used to get so frustrated about that, because I've always kind of felt like that our YouTube never really went where I thought it could have went, because we didn't really do a lot of that stuff. But I just always felt like this. It's common sense to know that you're going to have issues out here on the road. I don't have to show you all of to know that I do it.
Right.
For real. Like, these things. You know what I'm saying? And it's enough people on YouTube that live and thrive off of negativity and just breakdowns and all of the stuff. That's not negative, but you know what I mean? Yeah. They thrive off showing you all of that, and that's cool. But we married to the miles. Mo and Connie, we do things different. If we decide on our end that we want to show you what this is in this type of way, then that's how we do it.
Yeah.
And, so be it. I just never was with that. I just didn't never understand that. But I get it. Because we look at it.
People do what they do.
It's entertaining.
You know what I mean? People do what they do.
We like to find out, things. We learn things from it. I mean, I get it. But everybody's different.
So we definitely are trying to create our own path for ourselves. And we definitely encourage all of y'all to do the same thing. You know what I mean?
That's why
I turned 47 years old in November.
I'm 45.
You 46.
I'll be 46 in May.
You 46. You trying to hold on to it. But you know what I mean? We're too old for a lot of crap.
We're too seasoned.
Yeah, we're too seasoned for a lot of mess. And we were seasoned when we came out here. You know what I mean? I don't mind. I'll tell anybody, like, I came to my wife almost on some crying stuff, tears in my eyes stuff.
You was crying.
That we're not going to live this way no more.
Because he was working 3 jobs.
We're not going to live like this no more.
3 jobs. I was on a salon. We still was struggling.
Yeah, we're not going to live this way no more.
No,
you know what I mean?
He meant that.
Today, we're making change today. And from that point on, it's been my mission to put us in a better position.
Which you have.
With no intermission.
Let me pause and
without talking crap or dissing.
Fast Black. This is my first time seeing y'all. Peace. What's up? Me and my wife, he got y'all on the loudspeaker. LOL. Y'all a blessing. And
appreciate it.
Ivory, is that right? Ivory Durham said, you guys have motivated my baby and I to get our CDL. We just got our
Come on with it.
And start school May 1st. So thank you all.
Come on with it. Much success to you, and make sure you pat yourself on the back.
Yes.
On the back.
Yes.
For taking that leap, because we all know people say you know better, you do better. Right. That ain't always right and exact. Because you can know knowledge is potential energy.
Right.
You know what I mean? A library is full of knowledge, but it's sitting in books. And until you take it, read it, do the knowledge to it, to understand it, and apply it, it's just potential energy. It's up to you to make it kinetic. You know what I mean? It's up to you to add on to it and give it that spark. You know what I mean? People know all types of stuff, But knowledge, it is what it is. But until you act on it and give it life, it's just sitting there
wisdom
dead,
is
man.
knowing how to apply knowledge.
Yes, facts.
Tone Capone said, "What's you guys' timeline OTR?"
Meaning,
oh my goodness.
SoCal, appreciate you, bro.
Thank you, SoCal.
Appreciate it, bro.
I'm happy for you guys. Family is everything.
It is, bro. And you know, we learn those lessons every day. Ain't nobody out here know it all. And we taking them day by day, man, trying our best to add on and just trying to be the best example that we can be. We don't do this all the time. She get on me more than y'all know about YouTube, you know what I mean? Or just social media in general. And I drop the ball a lot because at certain times I just don't really be feeling like it. But every time I do it, I get a lot from it.
Well, I've always told
just the whole interaction with the people. I love it.
I feel like at this stage in our life, and y'all let us know what y'all think because y'all are our followers and we appreciate y'all.
Okay, 5 years or 10 years. Okay, so we said
10 years.
This is year 6.
Yeah. We kind of feel like at this point we have gotten to this place that is more about us sharing the experience and exactly talking about how we were able to do it the way we do it to help other people. It's not so much about, okay, you know, we're going to show everybody the mountains. We're going to show everybody the water. We're going to show everybody where we're going and this. We did that. Those
what you
videos
are
there.
Because she said I was crying. I bet you doing.
Yeah, those videos are up there. You know, we have, you know, those videos there. But that's, side note, let me pause for a minute. That's the reason why we start this academy. And first video we putting out is about the things you need to consider before
Michelle and Michael, what's up about
if
that?
y'all think that that's something good or something that people can use, let us know in the comments. Put a 1 in the comments.
Break that down again.
The first video we have that we're gonna be
that's not us.
Sorry, y'all. The first video we're gonna be putting on our Married to the Miles Team Trucking Academy is called The Things to Consider Before Team Trucking. So what we're trying to do is step by step guide somebody through. Like, these are the things you want to think about before you even consider coming out here.
And this is a what?
This is a course that's going to be in our academy, which we almost done with it. So I just wanted to kind of put it out there. Y'all let us know. You can put a 1 or say what you think, you know, whatever. If you think that that's something that somebody or any of y'all on here would be interested in.
Basically, she came up with an idea to put together a course of modules, basically videos of certain things that are necessary to grow and to continue to elevate within the trucking space as a team.
Yeah.
Not, you know, some random just opinion. No. It's opinion in the sense that it's our viewpoint, but kind of the way in which we did it, the way we formatted certain things. So just to give people a little bit of insight and help along the way of getting into this trucking thing as a team and kind of knowing what you're going to get yourself into, you know what I mean? Just things that you may want to consider before doing it. So we want to,
because we've had a lot of people reach out to us and ask us questions like they're thinking about trucking or considering trucking,
or wanting to be. Can y'all mentor us and stuff like that?
And I don't want to. Thing is, we're gonna have some videos too that's gonna talk about like how to get your wives and things like that. Because a lot of times his man is out here and then want his lady or partner to be out here with him. Right. So we're gonna have some videos, and these gonna be exclusive to the academy because honestly, it takes time for us to do them. We got to sit down and record it a certain way, and put a lot of energy into it. And we're ready. We just want to make sure that it's something. Thank you, Britt.
Panda, you already know what it is, dog. Be safe out there in Billings, Montana, bro. Hope you're somewhere warm. I know you're not though.
We gotta go inside because they just called us.
Yeah, we got our paperwork is finally ready to go.
Man, we've been sitting out here about an hour.
We've been here longer than that. Well, right here we've been here an hour because we've been online an hour. We've been with this pickup since about 10 o'clock this morning. But yeah, we got about 2,000 miles to run, but we're gonna knock that out. But yeah, man.
Thank y'all.
Hope we ain't
All
cutting
I
this
needed
too
was
short.
1-1 for me to keep going.
Yeah.
But, so I appreciate that, y'all.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to cut this live short, man. I
Yes.
appreciate everybody who came through.
Thank
SoCal, I
y'all.
definitely appreciate you, bro. You always,
If we didn't
you never
mention
cease
you,
to
we
amaze, my bro.
appreciate you. We appreciate you, every single one of y'all.
R.I.P. the trucker named Jay, man.
Yes.
I think his actual homegoing funeral service is going to be on the 15th, I think, or maybe the viewing's the 14th. The actual funeral was on the 15th. So just, you know, keep him and his family in your thoughts, whether you give some or not. That's not what I'm trying to do here. Just know that there's real genuine people out here, man. You know, he started a weight loss, getting fit, trucking type of groups. You know, there's things that people are genuinely trying to do out here, man. So, you know, give those people the support that they need to get what they need to get done. But yeah, shout out to all y'all, man. That's in here that's been rocking with us. You know, and again, my objective is not to attack or put anybody on blast and all that kind of foolishness. I've never been about that, you know what I mean? If that was our aim or my aim at all, our channel probably would be a lot bigger and we'd probably be talked about. You know what I mean? I've never been the one to do all that, so that's not what this was at all either. Some people don't have no clue to what I'm talking about because y'all ain't been around that long. Some people have. I just want to let it be known that that's not what my aim is. My aim is to do you know what I mean? Gain all the knowledge and information you can, make the best decisions you can, and provide for you and your family, man. Continue to grow. And if you out here in this trucking space, stick with it.
Thanks,
you're gonna have some down times.
Thank y'all.
But keep on pushing. You know what I mean? And your time gonna come. That's all, and that's it, man.
Yep. Thank y'all so much.
But we definitely appreciate y'all, man. It's your boy Mo 804.
And your girl Real Connie.
Now, whether husband or wife, come on.
Besties for life.
Or you just like what you like.
As long as you're doing it as a team,
you'll be all right.
You be all right.
That's big facts, right? We out here, man. Right to the miles, we ghosts.
Peace.
You heard? Peace.